Chosen One!
Welcome to The Chosen One, a Star Wars Shatterpoint podcast, and today we are going on our third episode of Unit 101. By a request in the comments, today we are going to be looking at none other than Lando Calrissian, Galactic Entrepeneur. He brings with us a tactic. How you doing, you old pirate? He allows him to choose a non-wounded scoundrel unit within 4. If the allied unit was chosen, one character in that unit may dash. Then this unit may remove all conditions from itself, and if it does, the chosen unit gains each removed condition. So he can move himself with this tactic, he can move other scoundrels with this tactic. It's pretty good for what he's trying to do. But the funny thing is that he can choose an opposing scoundrel. So you can condition stack, say, someone like a Kanan or an Ezra. Allows him to stay pretty good, but this is not why you're taking Lando. Hedged bets. Before you refresh your order deck, choose a unit for each readied force in your force pool. Each chosen allied unit removes a condition from itself. Each chosen enemy unit gains a condition of your choice. This is going to allow you to, if you have force at the end of your deck, you get to give your opponent a bunch of conditions or do a bunch of healing on your own stuff. It's really good. If you build a list that can partake in a lot of force refresh, this can really hinder your opponent. This also has a pretty interesting interaction with Grand Admiral Thrawn. If one of your primaries gets wounded, you can refresh the deck. Well, if you had any force at that point left over, you get to give your opponent conditions while you reset your own order deck. Savak Shift, this is going to be one of the main reasons why you're bringing him. Once per turn, when you reveal this unit's order card, you may gain a condition it does not have. If it does, refresh 2 force and shuffle this unit's card back in the order deck. Then you reveal your next card in your order deck. If it is a unit card, you cannot put it in reserve. So it basically allows you to get 2 force back so you can like activate something else later, and then he gets a condition. His conflicting responsibilities at the end of setup, he can either become a Galactic Empire or a Rebel Alliance. And then, additionally, each time you reveal an order card, you may choose an allied scoundrel unit. If you do, the chosen character gains another tag this unit has. So you can make scoundrels rebels or empire. The cool thing is this bottom part is not once per turn. If you are playing battle tactics like, say, Thrawn or some Ewoks, every time you reveal that card, even if it's a battle tactic, you get to choose a scoundrel and you can make him a rebel or empire tag. And then you reveal your next order card and you get to do the effect again. Everyone that you reveal and you choose gets to be that empire. So it's really good for setting up some stuff. He only brings 2 force. We got to keep this in mind. We look at his trees. He looks like he's going to be pretty aggressive on that pure Savak side. He's got really good conversion on the expertise, and he's got a lot of shoves. The problem is that this side does not have the heal, and sometimes he's going to have a condition on himself, and you're going to want to heal it off. That's where his Idiot's Array comes into play, where he has this recover on 1. So if you expose him, you can use this side and he has a heal on 1. Or if you strain him and he can make an attack, you can heal before you do anything else with the conditions. It's really solid. But his pure Sabak side is just gold when it comes to shoves. He can do 4 shoves on 5 results, which is insane amounts of displacement. And then, so what can we do with Lando? Well, on the squad front, I got 3 builds for you here. You don't have to, you can play pretty much anything you want, but I got a few cool options. Him with Grand Inquisitor, this is going to lean into that force refresh side, because whenever with Galactic Empire and your Grand Inquisitor, whenever you get a wound, you refresh a force. Han and Chewie in here, they refresh a force when you injure someone, and Sergeant takes no force on his turn. meaning you got a force efficient squad where Lando's not using any force, Sergeant's not using any force. Han and Chewie, when they get a wound, are going to refresh 2 force. And then your other Inquisitors will also get a refresh force. You can make Han and Chewie Empire from Lando, and then you can use their payday ability to make them an Inquisitor. And all of a sudden now they're doing extra heals. All the full kit is unlocked with them. Making them Inquisitor gives them access to the 5-die attack from Reva. If you want to use the condition stacking part of Lando's card, this is the team you're going to want to play because of the Force Refresh. Then if you want to do something fun with some Rebel synergy, you can play Lando with Armorer. What this allows you to do, Armorer is a scoundrel along with covert Mandos, meaning you can take Sabine and now you have this really force efficient team where Sabine is moving Armorer, covert Mandos, or Lando. And with this full Mando team, Armorer can make Sabine just hit hard the entire game where she's not getting dragged down by the force cost when she gets wounded. It's a really aggressive setup, and you have enough force to do your thing. Then we got the new option that we just got from the Gin box, and this is, I want to make my supports hit really, really hard. So we got Cad Bane here, we got Lando. It's a 4-force list, but you are going to be refreshing a lot of force. Cad Bane, when you wound someone with any of your guys, they refresh the force. And if you wound them with the bounty hunter, you refresh 2 force. So if he's wounding stuff, you're refreshing extra force. The whole point of this list is you can make Han and Chewie and Baze and Turret Empire, meaning that your secondaries are just moving them up the board. And Baze and Turret hit like a truck. They do a lot of work. The same with Han and Chewie. So Lando is just facilitating, again, more of this refresh, really high mobility, and you can throw in these 5-point secondary or 5-point supports to really take advantage of some pretty strong secondaries. And then we get to the next little part of the discussion. And this is, if you want to just keep refreshing force and keep giving Lando conditions, there are a few characters we can pair him with that are really good at offloading those conditions on. Bosk is great because you can unload a ton of conditions on him, and then when he activates, he just removes all the conditions from his tactic. Dengar is immune to pin, and then IG-11 has a tactic that before he activates, he gets to remove a condition. So these are 3 characters that you can take with Lando and make them like kind of a splash squad style where they can just clear conditions and you can just use Lando to your heart's content without really bogging down any of your activations. This has been Unit 101. If you want to request any special characters, just leave a comment and I will get to them eventually.